Ginger's freelancing continued, this time for the second and final appearance in an M.H. Hoffman production, A Shriek in the Night, under the Allied Pictures label. Previously, Ginger had starred in The 13th Guest for Hoffman's Monogram Pictures. This is considered Allied's best-known release. Here, she makes a nice little movie with Lyle Talbot, who she has wonderful chemistry with, and it is the best movie to ever come out of Allied. She sure was showing those big studios up. In the previous video on the Ginger Rogers playlist, I published the entire movie in full. If you prefer a quicker review, here are the scenes with Ginger and Talbot together. What is the best scenes in this movie? Well, Ginger always wanted to be a great dramatic actress, and she did play many dramatic roles and won Best Actress for the drama Kitty Foyle. In the end, Ginger was the queen of romantic comedies, and here we see her rapidly developing skill in this genre.
Hello. Inspector Russell speaking.
I beg your pardon, gentlemen.
Wait a minute. Who do you think you are?
You must be a new man.
Old enough to know a wise guy like you. Sorry, Lieutenant. Go right in.
Don't make that mistake again, my good man.
No, sir.
Say, what's it?
How is it?
Smells all right. How'd you get in here?
Power of the press?
Well, suppose you just press right out again.
I thought you might need my help.
Not while I have Wilfred.
Beat it. All right. You will be sorry.
Central 5800. Morning news? City editor, please. Mr. Perkins, Pat Morgan. I don't know enough yet, but you can give it a spread, one of those question things. Was Harker murdered? All right, give me a rewrite, man.
Hello.
Pat Morgan on the Harker case.
Who?
Stop asking questions and take this down. I may get stopped any minute.
Okay, go on.
You can give it a heading of questions. Was Harker philanthropist or crook? Who was the mysterious B-double-E, who telephoned Harker's apartment 2 hours before his death and said, "I've got to see you"? Why was Martini, big underworld boss, a frequent and secret visitor at Harker's apartment?
Got it. Go on.
What was the meaning of the serpent card sent to Harker 12 hours before his death? I have it, but I'm afraid I can't get it to you tonight.
Describe it.
Picture of coiled serpent in corner of card. Phonetic spelling of hiss coming from its mouth. Letters clipped from newspaper and pasted on card read, "You will hear it." Another question. Was the hissing sound the maid heard the materialization of the threat of the card? And last, was Harker's death accident, suicide, or murder?
That all? Okay.
Thanks.
Why didn't you send in dope on that Harker death?
But I did, Mr. Perkins. I gave it to a rewrite man.
You gave it to the Express. I plant you in the spot 3 weeks before a murder happens. And when it breaks, we're carrying a Fred, of the European debt situation. You're fired.
But... I found it under the rug, ma'am.
Oh, so that's what it was. Oh, what a dirty trick. I'll slash his throat. What a low double-crosser. I'll get even with him if it takes my last brain cell. And he knew it'd cost me my job. I'll get even with him. And how I'll get even, I'll kill him, I'll kill him.
Is it somebody you don't like, ma'am?
Oh.
Well, did he get it from you? All right. Now let's have a little talk. And then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to lock you up for withholding information from the police. All right, what's your name?
Morgan. Pat Morgan. I'm a reporter on the morning news. That is, I was a reporter on the morning news until Ted Wren pinched my story last night.
What did they do? Fire you? Oh. What was the idea of posing as Harker's secretary? What are you after?
Harker. My editor got wind of some connection between Harker and Joe Martini. He couldn't figure what the town's favorite saint was doing in business with a racketeer.
Were they in business?
I don't know. I know Martini was up here several times, always late at night, and always when Harker thought I was asleep. But as far as getting anything definite on him, I didn't have any luck.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, but maybe if I stayed on for a few more days and went through his papers, I might run across something. And as his secretary, I should help settle his affairs. Don't you think it's a good idea?
I think it's a good penthouse. You know, I ought to lock you up. If we'd have had this information last night about the Covey woman and her husband, we'd have Covey now. But what's the use of expecting a reporter to tell a cop anything?
But I'm not a reporter anymore, and I might run across something. Don't you think it's a good idea?
I think you're trying to flirt with me. If I didn't have 4 kids and a wife that can lick her weight in wildcats, I might like it better. Go on, stay here. But don't get the idea that you're smarter than the police. And don't hold back anything that you find.
Hello, Eddie. Hello. How's the boy?
Hiya, Sam. What detained you?
I had some business to attend to.
What you mean is you wasted an hour hanging around the police station. If you'd picked me up, I'd told you they were headed for the morgue.
Is it the depressing atmosphere of this place, or do I imagine that you're angry with me?
I? Angry with you? Huh. What have I to be angry with you about? You only pinched my story and made me lose my job. But what does that matter?
You lost your job?
Yes, I lost my job. I suppose you think that's very funny. It's probably the funniest thing you ever heard of. You probably laughed yourself sick over it.
Oh, no, darling.
Hey, it's all right to cry in this joint, but nix on the lovemaking.
Oh, you go to the devil, will you? Come on, darling, let's get out of this place. Eddie hasn't any romance in his soul. Let's go to a speakeasy.
What's romantic about a speakeasy?
I'm going to propose to you again. And no cracks from you.
The only funny crack I can think of would have to come from her.
Yeah? What's that?
If she said yes.
Funny man. You know, darling, Eddie's wife got him the job here in the morgue. She thought he'd take the hint and die. Come on, honey. Well, do we go straight to the Marriage Bureau, or do I have to do some more talking?
You have to do plenty of talking.
Okay, we'll go to Joe's. I'll even take you in a cab. $375 West 58. Couldn't you sit a little closer?
Not without being arrested. And speaking of arrest, did you know that the Harker case was all over?
All over?
Yep, all washed up.
What do you mean? What happened at the apartment?
Plenty. Did you see Harker's maid, Augusta, last night?
Well, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, believe me, darling, you'll remember it.
You call me darling.
I didn't mean to. Well, she's something to feast the eyes on. Or was. She was found murdered this morning.
In Harker's apartment?
No, the janitor's.
Say, are you kidding me?
I? Listen, I'm the one who shouldn't trust you, not you me.
I'm sorry, darling. Go on.
Well, they found a marriage license in the apartment.
Whose?
The janitor's. It seems she was married to the janitor, but worked for Harker.
Oh, one of those. Say, look here, you worked for Harker, too.
Only on a double cross. He only made a couple of passes at me.
He made what? Why, I'll kill him.
Oh, he's already dead. The janitor killed him. Killed him and his wife, and then committed suicide. They dragged his body out of the East River this morning. That's what they had down at the morgue.
The janitor's body?
And the maid's, too.
Say, listen, has any of the mob got this story yet?
I don't think so.
Hey, drive up to that drugstore, will you? You mind if I phone it in?
No.
I'll only be a minute.
All right, but hurry.
I'll hurry.
Driver, drive on.
You don't want to wait?
I don't want to wait. Driver, drive back to the drugstore.
I figured you might want to go back. That's why I made that right turn back there.
You know too much.
I've been driving a cab for 10 years. I've seen about all there is to see. Here you are, miss, and there's your man.
Man, don't be vulgar.
Where'd you go?
Listen, Ted,
What's the matter?
that story I told you about the maid and the janitor.
Well, what about it?
It isn't the truth. I made it up.
Huh?
I wanted to get even for last night, so I made it up. There isn't a word of truth in it.
Holy smokes! Haven't you got a nickel?
No. I know you'd mind so much.
Mind? I phoned that story into your paper.
My paper?
Yeah, I wanted to make up for last night. Haven't you got a nickel?
No.
I told your editor what happened last night, and I held this scoop up if he'd give you your job back. He said yes, so I gave him the story. Haven't you got a nickel? Oh, God. Oh.
Hello. Oh, so it's you. Well, I've called every speakeasy in town. Where are you?
I'm at home. What's on your beautiful little mind?
Little mind. Plenty. Listen, I've just found something. Did you ever hear of a man by the name of Denny Fagan? What was that? Did you drop something?
No. Don't say any more. I'll be right up. Thank you. Blue steel revolver. Blackjack. Pink toothbrush.
Well, what in the world?
I'm spending the night.
Here?
Certainly. You know, I didn't like that sound over the telephone. Somebody was listening in. What's this about Denny Fagan?
Do you remember the case?
Certainly. He was sent to the chair for killing Julius Brinkman.
Well, look at this.
What?
We found this in Harker's things.
Anything else?
Plenty. Guess whose mob he was in?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Not Mr. Josephus Martini's.
Yes, Mr. Josephus Martini's. I just got the dope on it from the office.
There may be something in it, and then again, no.
Listen, if Covey killed his wife, and then Harker, and the case is closed, who's interested enough in this apartment to listen in over the phone? Surely Covey wasn't listening in from the morgue.
Let's hope not.
Shrieking. It's only a fuse. I'll call the janitor.
Help! Oh, there's a man in the room. I just touched him.
He's a friend of mine. Keep your hands off him.
Certainly.
Hello. This is Miss Terry. Will you send the janitor up right away? The lights have gone out. Thank you. There's the eye.
Thanks, Augusta.
Want a lemon? Yes, Augusta. Lemon.
You know, come to think of it, this Fagan kid was supposed to be mixed up in Mark.
Ah. That got it, miss. Oh, I'll see if any of the globes are burned out.
All right, thanks. What's more ice in your...
Still looking for the lemon.
lemon. I'll find it.
There's some people would think I'm a swell guy.
Oh, you're great.
Yeah? Well, that's your idea.
You're only showing off for my benefit. I can use a gun.
You'd probably shoot me and become a widow before you tasted the joys of being married to me.
Good heavens, what a man.
Certainly. Why don't you shut up and go to bed?
Well, I can't very well go to bed with you hanging around here.
Oh, I'm leaving. And if anything should happen, you stay in here and keep the door locked.
Even if I hear you yelling, Pat, Pat, come save me.
Certainly. Oh, go to the devil, will you?
Don't drink all the scotch.
That's it. Come on, stick 'em up and keep 'em up. Now then, maybe you'll tell me what you're doing in here.
Martini.
Yeah, old dry martini himself. Hey, wait a minute. I'll go with you. You stay here.
Don't be silly. I wouldn't stay here another night for all the tea in China.
You're smarter than somebody else I know. I want you to get out of here in the morning. You're not only in danger, you're just plain dumb. When you found this letter, why didn't you bring me?
I was going to.
You were going to. But first, you thought you'd be smart. You had to go messing around in Martini's apartment.
He didn't see me.
He saw you all right. He thought you got the paper that my man got. He was here tonight to get it back. And in being here, he saved his own life.
What makes you think that?
Brains and a Valentine. I can't figure out yet how the mistake was made. But my man got what was intended for Martini. We found Martini's apartment.
Then I was right. Covey didn't kill them.
Maybe.
Aren't there any lights in here?
I'll go in and turn them on.
Why don't you answer your bell?
I was just about to light the incinerator.
Well, that can wait. These gentlemen want you to go with them now.
We want to examine some of the apartments.
Can I make a suggestion?
No.
But you...
I'm busy. Some other time, Wilford.
What do you want?
What,
Here, darling. You're all right here.
He tried to get away.
Hi. Oh, Doctor, how is Miss Morgan?
Well, she'd be all right. Just keep her quiet a couple of days.
Try and keep her quiet. May I come in?
Certainly. Hurry up. Has he confessed?
Yep.
Ah!
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh. Well, tell me about it. Did he kill them all?
Yeah, with the exception of Colby.
How?
With gas. They've just held an autopsy on all the bodies.
I know. Augusta was nearly broken-hearted because they called off all the funerals.
Why did he kill them?
Revenge. You were right, as usual. He was Denny Fagan's brother. Fagan was a cab driver, just a kid, and according to him, honest. Fagan was sharing an apartment with one of Martini's men. They used Fagan's cab to take Brinkman on his last ride. They even planted a gun on the kid, and he was the only one of the mob that didn't have an airtight alibi. Oh, gee, you look cute in that bandage.
Please, get on with the murders.
Well, that's all. Denny Fagan was sent to the chair.
That's all? Isn't that enough? And just a young kid, too.
You're not going to feel sad about it, are you?
I would if his brother hadn't tried to stuff him in a furnace. Where did Harker come in?
Harker engineered the Brinkman killing. Brinkman was in Harker's way, so he ordered him snuffed out. Martini's mob found it convenient to let Fagan take the rap. You mind if I hold your hand?
Please, darling, hold my hand.
But why did he kill B. Colby? She wasn't mixed up in it.
No, but by killing Harker and her in her apartment, they threw suspicion on the husband. He even sent Colby a letter telling him to watch her. But when Colby found out what was going on, he didn't kill them. He just jumped in the river.
Why, but you take death lightly. What if I'd been killed?
Oh, baby, I'd have written you a swell obituary.
I'll bet you would have at that. In some speakeasy.
Don't be silly, gal. You know I don't go to speakeasies. I got an idea. How about a last drink of Harker's scotch?
I've already ordered it. But you might go see if Augusta's drinking it.
All right.
Is this Miss Patricia Morgan?
This is she.
This is Perkins.
Not dear Mr. Perkins.
Cut that. You want to come back? What do you mean, how much?
How much more?
We'll discuss that when I see you.
No, you won't, because you aren't going to see her.
What? Who is this?
Miss Morgan's future husband.
Who says so?
I do. The woman's place is in the home.
Hey, listen.
What home?
I have an apartment.
I'll bet the rent isn't paid.
Now, don't be mercenary.
Will you listen to me?
I'll bet you haven't the price of a marriage license.
I want to talk to you.
Augusta,
Yes, sir.
will you lend me $3?
Why, of course, Mr. Rand. I'll get it right away.
Certainly I've got $3. Sure.
See here, Morgan. Haven't you any gratitude in your system? Do you realize what I've done for you for the last 3 years? I've kept you on the payroll of this paper. I've given you more opportunities than any sob sister in the business.
Now let's get together on this thing, Morgan. There ain't any use of us acting like this. You know we've always been able to iron out these little things. Morgan? I say, Morgan, why don't you answer me?
Please like and subscribe.